Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks. Best bets for NFL Christmas edition week 16 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals on Saturday, December 25th, 2021. Merry Christmas to you all, guys. My name is Steve and we're going to have two picks here for you today and a same game parlay here at the end of the video as well that I think are great value bets for this football game. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 1,100 subscribers here by the end of the week, guys, and I can't do it without your help. Appreciate all the love and support that you guys show on the channel. Be sure to check out our community Discord page. It's a great place to connect with our community. We'll have a link in the comment section and in the description of that where you can check that out. Be sure to also put your favorite pick down below for this game. Your favorite bet that you're rolling with here today. If you'd like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Alright, now let's get right into our picks here for today. Our results are in the other game there, the Browns and the Packers game, if you want to look at our results there from Thursday night. Let's get right into our picks for this game, guys. At number 1, we are rolling with the Indianapolis Colts plus 2.5 spread here versus the Arizona Cardinals at minus 110 odds. So Colts here coming in 5-1 on the road against the spread, while the Cardinals are 2-4 at home against the spread. Colts are also 7-2 straight up in the last 9 games. So the Colts have been, in my opinion, record aside, they've been the hottest team in the NFL. Sometimes record could be deceiving, but still 7-2 in the last 9. But just the way that they've looked, right? They beat a lot of great teams in that stretch. They beat the Bills. They beat the Patriots. They easily could have beat the Bucks. That was one of their losses. They lost by a touchdown. Easily could have had that game. But they've had a lot of great wins. I think that's what's really impressive here about the Colts. They've really played well. And going up against the Arizona team that honestly, you got to be starting to lose a little bit of faith in. No DeAndre Hopkins here coming into this game. The Cardinals have really struggled. You know, losing the last couple here to the Detroit Lions. My Lions. My Detroit Lions. They lost to my Lions. 30-12. Wasn't even close. And they also lost to my boy, Matthew Stafford, former Lion. So they've just had some problems with Lions and stuff the last couple weeks. Murray did not look great. You know, just about 50% completions last game, 23 out of 41 with an interception there against Detroit. I think the loss of Hopkins really does hurt him and this Cardinals offense for sure. They just have not looked the same. And, you know, this... Additionally, to go along with this, Kyler Murray has not been a great quarterback in the month of December specifically. Getting towards this time of the year, and I kind of figured that because I remember watching him at the end of last year and being like, man, everything just looks like a struggle for this offense right now. And it's the same as it was last year. The offense just looks like everything's a struggle. You know, and there's really a lack of rhythm here with the offense. You know, going over Murray's December stats, though, in his career real quick for you guys. Murray is 63.7% completion percentage, 83.7 quarterback rate. That's his lows, both lows for his career. 16 touchdowns, 13 interceptions with a 5-7 record. So he has honestly not performed great in the month of December historically in his career, and he's without DeAndre Hopkins here. So this does not spell well for the Cardinals at all. And we're getting plus points here on the Colts. It's not like we need the Colts to win by a certain amount. A win and we're good. And they can also lose by 2 and we're still good. And I really love the equity of that. I mean, the Colts have been absolutely rolling. Now look at Jonathan Taylor. The dude's been absolutely insane running the football. He's first in yards, first in touchdowns, first in attempts. He's having an unbelievable season. 17 touchdowns on the year, over 1,500 yards. Against the rushing defense here on the Cardinals that honestly, has really been struggling against the run. We saw Craig Reynolds for Detroit, a guy I barely even heard of, and he's on my team. He ran for 120 yards. That's absolutely bonkers. It really is. It's crazy. So Cardinals D really struggling, you know, right now against the run, and they're going up against the game's best. So that's not good. I know the Colts do have a couple injuries there on the offensive line, but I don't think it's going to matter, to be honest with you. We've dealt without Quentin Nelson before. He'll be out for this game. I'm honestly not that concerned about it, to be honest with you. The Cardinals, you know, down to 8th in scoring offense. They're down to 5th in scoring defense. Now, those sound great, But they were so much better than that. They were at the very top of the league at one point this year, and they've been dropping. They've given up 30 points to the Lions, 30 points to the Rams, and even the 22 against the Bears doesn't look good. So 30, 30, 22 in the last 3 weeks they were on defense. And like I said, the Colts here coming in have just been so good. It's really hard to deny them, especially with the matchup here with Jonathan Taylor. And it's just not good for Kyler Murray. It really isn't. So I anticipate the Colts here to have a big night and to win outright, to be honest with you, but I'll take the plus 2.5. The value is there to take the 2.5. So take it there for your number one pick. Indianapolis Colts plus 2.5 spread here versus the Arizona Cardinals at minus 110 odds. Okay, and finally at number 2, we are going with Zach Ertz over 48.5 receiving yards here for the Arizona Cardinals at minus 110 odds. So we mentioned earlier that there's not going to be any DeAndre Hopkins in this game, and that bodes well here for Zach Ertz. Without Hopkins on the field here the last couple, Ertz has had 18 targets here in 2 games. And actually one of those games, Hopkins actually was on the field for about a quarter there against the Rams. So, he had 11 targets last week. Obviously going to be heavily targeted here today. You can't get a better matchup here for Zach Ertz either. The Colts are dead last in the NFL in yards allowed to tight ends. They are the absolute worst. 67.6 yards per game allowed to tight ends here by the Colts. So it's a terrific matchup for Ertz, and I expect him to work the middle of the field well here. I expect him to also find the end zone. His anytime touchdown scoring prop is plus 210, so you could also look at that, guys. I think that's also a terrific bet in this game. Colts also allow the 4th most receiving touchdowns to tight ends. So they do not defend tight ends well at all. They really don't. Ertz technically 3-5 to this line since coming over to the Cardinals. But 3 of the losses he's had over 40 yards. So that makes any sense. And this is the part I really love about this that really sealed the deal for me. Zach Ertz is 3-1 to this line with Kyler Murray as his quarterback and without DeAndre Hopkins. Both are very significant. Obviously, Kyler Murray, very gifted throwing the football. Anybody behind him can't really throw it. So if Ertz isn't cashing with those guys, that's not really a surprise. And then, obviously, Hopkins being out is going to create a lot more targets here for Zach Ertz as well. Now, in the one loss, it's also worth noting, in his one loss to that line with those 2, Hopkins actually played that game, and Ertz still had 46 yards. So definitely think Ertz goes over easily here, guys. I honestly got him getting up in the 70-yard mark. So love it there for number 2 pick. Zach Ertz over 48.5 receiving yards here for the Arizona Cardinals at minus 110 odds. Okay, guys, it is now same game parlay here on the channel. Do you guys like that I'm making room here for the parlay? We got it right here to our right. It's beautiful. All right, so 2 selections for this one, about plus 600 odds. I don't think you could beat the value on this. Like I said before with Zach Ertz, I have him getting roughly 70 plus receiving yards here. So I obviously love his line here to get 70 plus receiving yards. Like I said, Colts allow the most receiving yards to tight ends. We got DeAndre Hopkins out. We got Kyler Murray in. Great factors here for Zach Ertz. He's looked very good so far this year. He's had a couple really big games already in Arizona. He's already had over 88 yards there in one of his games. So honestly, I think he's a great candidate here to go over 70. And then his anytime touchdown, same deal. He's going to have a lot of volume, a lot of targets. Should be able to get some red zone looks here as well with Kyler Murray. So I like the odds of him honestly scoring a touchdown at plus 210. You put these together, you get about plus 600. It's a good payday if you guys decide to go that route. I'll be playing a sprinkle on this. So good luck in your bets, guys. If you decide to take this, I'll be playing it. Maybe don't put the house on it, but I do love this as a great value bet. So take it there for your same game parlay. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. Like I said, we're trying to reach 1,100 subscribers. Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays. Happy New Year here coming up, guys. It's an exciting time to be alive. I know we got a lot of stuff that we deal with in the world with COVID and all this stuff going around, but enjoy the days that you have to do stuff like this because you never know. Sports could shut down and we might not be able to do stuff like this. So enjoy it while we have it. Let's embrace it. Let's have fun. Merry Christmas to you all. I wish you all a safe and happy holiday. We will catch you next time on the next episode. Until then, peace out.